I'm Alison Heath, the longevity rescuer, and I recovered from electromagnetic hypersensitivity. In this video, I'll share what I did to get my life back and why these solutions worked. Let's start with the first superfood combo that brought success.
I had to share this with you. It's just too amazing. This weekend, I went out for a conference type of thing, a large meeting with about 250 people together in a room, and they all had their cell phones and their tablets and everything all going on at the same time. Okay? So what you may not know is that about 4 years ago, if I had been in that situation, I would have been so dizzy, I would have been hanging on to the walls. I would have been falling over, literally. I would have had a huge headache. My heart would have been pounding and racing and pounding and racing. And I would have been in the worst possible scenario with complete brain fog, not even able to remember my name practically or the name of anybody else. So it would have been a really tough situation. Well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but behind those flowers you can sort of see a little bit of copper color and stuff like that. That's because I lined the walls with copper taffeta material in order to block the Wi-Fi coming in from the other people. I did everything that I could possibly do. I bought a PMF machine, a Beamer, which is the very best, the top of the line, $6,400 US. I put shielding material on my windows. I did everything I could humanly possibly think of to help this condition, which is called EHS, electromagnetic hypersensitivity. And this developed after years of designing computer systems and so on. So these headaches, this dizziness, the brain fog, the fatigue, the racing heart, the ringing in the ears, all of these symptoms and so on that made it impossible for me to go out and feel good and so on. Well, I spent so much money to try to get that better. And things would improve a little bit, but nothing really helped. Well, I have to share this with you because it's just too unreal. The final straw turned out to be this little drink. Now, I was using 3 superfoods, and this contains 5 superfoods, and I was using 3 superfoods prior to this. So, Astaxanthin, ashwagandha, and aloe. Well, this contains 5. But what I didn't realize was that the 5 superfoods, when they are put together, work synergistically and improve the effectiveness incredibly. So this weekend, I was out at this conference with all these people, and I did not have severe headaches. I did not have a racing heart. I did not have ringing in the ears. I did not have that incredible brain fog. All because of this drink. I would never have believed it possible. I would never, ever have thought that anything could do this. I didn't think that you could turn that back if you were a canary in the coal mine and you were sensitive to Wi-Fi, which is everywhere. I didn't think you could change this. And yet, I have. And you can. I just can't get over it. I just want you to know there is hope. You don't have to. And now with the rollout of 5G and everything like that, there's going to be so many more people getting sick. Okay? This is not a good situation. But just so you know, there is a solution. I don't know. I can't say if it would work for you, but it worked for me. After trying I have probably spent $16,000 to try to get better in the last 4 years. So this is big, guys. You know, this is under, I don't know, a cup of coffee, which isn't going to help you, by the way. And coffee actually increases your sensitivity to electromagnetic radiation. So go figure. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. It was this little tiny thing here. This little drink was the final straw. So go figure.
I had already been eating astaxanthin, ashwagandha, and aloe, buying them separately. So when I saw I could get 5 superfoods with the L-lysine and the Indian gooseberry for the price of one, I thought, why not? Why not give it a try? And after 3 months, I thought, well, it's not really doing very much for me, but it's not doing any harm, until I ran out. And then it was like, oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it. This black mood settled over me with anxiety and depression and stuff. I hadn't had that for 3 months. I was exercising with my girlfriends and my knee started to hurt. I hadn't had that for 3 months. My shoulder that I dislocated and fractured from a fall the year before, that started to hurt. And I didn't handle stress as well. I wasn't sleeping as deeply. So I thought, oh boy, I need to get this stuff. And that's when I started buying. I bought another 3 cartons of Elite. Well, it was pretty interesting because getting better from EHS was not on my radar. But it's when the combined 5 superfoods synergistically make each other more powerful. Bob Capelli, the world's largest grower of astaxanthin, says,
Astaxanthin takes usually at least 2 and up to 6 weeks to really start kicking in. It doesn't work overnight.
Dr. Rudy Morick, an expert in biological science and astaxanthin, explains how astaxanthin developed to protect us from stress and from the radiation of the sun.
The reason why they're intensive red is they've deprived it of food and they have bombarded it with excess amount of light, and then the organism reacts by making astaxanthin. Now, those organisms in the evolutionary process that did not do that fast enough died.
Dr. Robert Cornish, physician and expert on astaxanthin, reiterates how astaxanthin protects us from the UV radiation of the sun.
Outside receiving photons from the sunlight, and it usually takes twice as long. If you have astaxanthin on board, it'll take twice as long to receive a usual burn than people who do not have astaxanthin. So it prolongs, you've got some time protection. It acts as an internal filter.
Astaxanthin protects our skin from ultraviolet rays, protects our retinas, and crosses the blood-brain barrier, protecting our brain from free radical damage. But it too can protect us from radiation exposure. This is from a study, a Chinese study in which rats were exposed to gamma radiation. It showed that the group receiving varying amounts of astaxanthin a month before exposure suffered much less damage than those in the placebo group. So in order to protect your body from the effects of radiation in daily life, in particular during air travel, make sure you take astaxanthin 3 weeks before you're scheduled to fly. Dr. Daniel Pomba. But the thing is, for us, people with exposure, which is everybody, to electromagnetic radiation, you want to be taking this on an ongoing basis. And again, it's really important, don't get all hepped up about astaxanthin and then just be taking astaxanthin on its own. What I've been experiencing is that it's when we combine this synergistic combination of the 5 different antioxidants and superfoods all working together that it really gets a bang for the buck. Let's see what Dr. Cornish has to say again.
An astaxanthin that's done its job, it's very tired and ready to move on, doesn't do any harm to the body. And now when we take more supplements, we're reintroducing a fresh astaxanthin that can handle multiple free radicals, in some cases more than 19 at the same time. It's not just one single antioxidant. Obviously, astaxanthin is my favorite, and it is because it's the most powerful. So I definitely want it on board at all times. But there are a variety of antioxidants. So it's a whole team of antioxidants working together against free radicals.
So let's look at some more of the team of antioxidants that are in Elite. Okay, there's the amazing ashwagandha. So it's also called Indian ginseng, winter cherry, Withania somnifera. Ashwagandha is so powerful that it can not only slow the aging process, but it also is a wonderful force against oxidative stress, cell death, and mutation. Furthermore, the plant helps to lower cortisol levels, one of the worst stress hormones. Ashwagandha has immunity-boosting qualities, greatly increasing the counts of white blood cells and killer cells, which also fight disease. It helps promote restful sleep, relaxation, and a better sense of well-being. Don't you think that's important for people with EHS? It plays a pivotal role in helping to fight cancer cells. Lung cancers, breast cancers, and colon cancers were the most prominently affected types of diseases in laboratory tests. It helps to stabilize the blood sugars. It lowers blood pressure. It has also been studied as a natural cure for neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, since it can promote nerve cell growth. Now let's take a look at the health benefits of aloe vera. It detoxifies the body, hydrates the skin, lowers high cholesterol, supports immune function, stabilizes blood sugar, soothes arthritic pain, protects the body from stress, prevents kidney stones, cooling and repairing sunburned skin, reduces high blood pressure, strengthens gums and promotes strong and healthy teeth, heals the intestine and lubricates the digestive tract, prevents and treats candida infections, boosts cardiovascular performance and physical endurance, helping in curing blisters, insect bites, and any allergic reactions, eczema, burns, inflammation, wounds, and psoriasis. These are all really important aspects of it. And you know, when we're talking about candida, oftentimes people have a candida infection that have EHS. So all of these things are definitely helping. Let's take a look at L-lysine benefits. Okay, treating cold sores, reducing anxiety. It increases your serotonin levels, which means it can improve your mood. It acts as antiviral, which might be able to prevent outbreaks like herpes and so on. It can relieve shingles symptoms, increases calcium absorption, and drastically decreases the excretion, improving overall bone health. Well, this is very important because we know that with the effects of electromagnetic radiation have on the calcium gateways and the calcium channels. It helps fight against acne and may help fight lines and wrinkles, helps fight hair loss, promotes normal growth and development by increasing collagen formation, supports production of other proteins like enzymes, antibodies, and hormones, converts fatty acids to energy, aiding in weight reduction, can help lower bad cholesterol levels, can relieve migraines and other types of pain and inflammation. When taken with vitamin C, it can reduce chest pains related to heart disease. And the final member of the team in these 5 antioxidants in Elite is the Indian gooseberry, Alma. It increases urination and eliminates unwanted toxins. It aids in digestion. It helps the body absorb calcium, strengthens heart muscles, improves immunity. It's good remedy for fever, eliminates free radicals associated with aging, treats menstrual cramps, reduces blood sugar in diabetic patients, promotes hair growth, and improves eyesight.
I would love to have a wonderful doctor that we have with us. He actually blows my mind. He's an osteopath. He's also trained as a naturopath and a chiropractor, and he has been doing blood testing for people with electromagnetic hypersensitivity. And one of the benefits of Elite is that Elite has astaxanthin in it, which goes through your blood-brain barrier, and it kind of sucks up radiation out of your body and passes it out of your body. So it's very effective. But he was hesitant to use Elite until he tested it. Would you please share your experience with that, Dr. Anderson?
Absolutely. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. How lovely. So, So thank you so much, Alison. I've been listening to all of the amazing information and I'm getting really, really enthused. Interestingly enough, the elite is what I'm going to talk about because strangely enough, literally every ingredient in this product I've been using for many, many years. And somebody sat down and went, oh my God, we better put this together. And I'm really, really impressed with the formula that they've come up with. Yeah, doing live blood analysis for the last, about 25 years, and I've done over 7,000 of them so far. I've watched the massive degradation of what's going on in society and people's health over the years, largely due to the increase in electromagnetic radiation that has occurred over the last 20 years, which I'm sure everybody knows is a major factor and probably the primary factor in causing the downfall in the health of a vast majority of people. But this product alone, and then of course other products that Nucerity has, but this product alone I think is extremely important in combating that, because what I'm seeing is significant degeneration in the health of the blood of people who are being exposed to electromagnetic radiation, and that is virtually everybody, unless they're living in a log cabin with no hydro out in the forest somewhere, and that's not very many people. So all of the ingredients in this product are able to combat the damage that is occurring from the electromagnetic exposure that we're being exposed to. And when I looked at the formula, I realized that it doesn't just support the antioxidant capabilities, but it supports many other of the functions in the body that are being assaulted by electromagnetic radiation. So I've been on it for quite some time now. Alison was kind enough to give me a box and prompt me to get my butt in gear and get going on taking the product so that I could actually experience it myself, because I'm generally feeling so darn good that it's hard to find a product that makes me feel better, but this one actually does. So that is actually quite a testimonial. So I just wanted to say that I'm really, really impressed with the products. I'm looking at going further into the products, and I really appreciate the research and the organization of this company, and looking forward to working with these products a lot more with clients and family as well.
Now, you muscle tested this product. Can you share how that?
I've done muscle testing on countless thousands of people over the last 40 years. And muscle testing, when it's done properly, is an extremely valid and reproducible measure of how products work and how effective they are. And this product tests extremely well. That's all I can say, is it's up in the top 2% of muscle testing products. And when a product tests that well, I know that it's going to have incredibly beneficial effects. And it's proving to have that level of effectiveness.
I really, really appreciate your taking time. I know you're going through a lot. You're moving right now. You've got so much on your plate with patients all the time. And you also go into people's homes and help remediate the electromagnetic radiation they're exposed to. So I really want to thank you very much, Dr. Anderson.
Elite is not yet available in all markets. However, there are 3 more powerful superfood combos and a skin barrier that we will be covering.